Let's blast off.
What up, people? We're
What
back
up, y'all?
doing something a little different.
It's not different. It
Yeah,
is different because we don't do it that often, but evidently people like it when we tell Jim stories.
well, we see different types of people, different people. Now that I'm going early with the when this before the sun's out, and then you take over, pass the baton to you.
Yeah, I take it.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know how y'all work out that early, bro.
a lot of pre-workout.
I would be so grumpy though. Like I know I'm not all that pleasant when I get there all the time. I understand this, but like in all fairness, when I don't feel like fucking with most people, I'll find a corner. You know what I'm saying? It's like leave me alone for a minute. There's like a handful of y'all that be like, oh, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go through, and that's fine. But like,
I, I think for me, it's like I know how awake I am in the morning, but I know how annoying it is to be working out at 4 in the morning. So when I get people that are like mad, or when I see people like I can read their face, like, oh, you don't want to be here, I tend to usually be like, hey, you want this, bro? You good? Or hey, you want, like, I'll kind of tone it down a bit. So I'm like, all right, we're all in the same boat. None of us really want to be here at this time, but we all are here at this time. And I've grown accustomed to most of the people. Like, there's a few where I'm like, hey, morning. And then there's a few where we just look at each other and walk the opposite way because sometimes we feel that. It just works, man.
oh no, bro. Like we talk about it before. Like, when you ask God for something, He's gonna give you a chance to do it. And how many times you ask for patience, right? And you go, and it tests me every time I walk in there. Just this morning, somebody who knew that there wasn't a chance in hell that they were going to work out with me. Our conversation was not going to last very long. I didn't care how your day was and how it's going to go. Hey, let's talk about what are you hitting today? What does it matter to you? You just leave me the fuck alone. It's fucking early, bro. It's early. It was early for me because I was like
Yeah.
45 minutes early. And I was like, just shut up. Just shut up. I'm not asking for patience no more. I'm just asking for peace and quiet.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of my pet peeves too, is like when people that you don't work out with and they're like, what time you get in there? Like what time? Like there's a few like people like Kevo, for instance, if he asks me, I'm like, hey bro, I got you. Spotting, we can work out together. Like that's my boy. So I don't mind it. But there's people that I've never worked out with you, I've never lifted a weight with you. And they're like, hey, you go to the morning, I'm gonna start going. You want to work out together? No, I don't. No, I don't want to work out with you. I don't know how you work. I don't know if you're one of those talking people the whole damn time and shit. I do not need you yapping right here the whole time. It reminds me of like Will Smith and I Am Legend when the thing's just going off
Yeah.
on him.
That's the thing is people see us like our group, like there's always a combination of us in there somehow. But they think that like we work out together and like, no, half the time we work out by each other.
Yeah,
And in between sets we migrate to one another. So we people are like, oh, I'm gonna work out with you. It's like, no, you get that bench, I'm gonna get this bench, and then in between, I might talk to you. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
We may just do a nod.
It's so funny you said that though, because like with the Kevo thing, because like as soon as that dude pissed me off, my phone goes off and I get a text from AV and he's like, hey, what are you hitting today? And I was like, chest. He was like, all right, I'll be there in a minute because I don't want to go to EOS. And I was like, bet. Like, that's the homie. So, like, I
Yeah,
expect, he never texts, he just shows up and he's like, all right, let me see what he's doing. And we had monster fucking workout today. But that's completely different how one person, you be like, nah, the shot in hell. And you be like, all right, come on, bro, I'll wait.
it's just that level. I mean, there's even people that you invited to come work out with us, and it's because you have that level. There's something about them that's like, all right, like
Yeah.
your work ethic, I like this shit's dope. Like it
Yeah.
will
Or
match.
I ain't got to teach you.
Yeah,
Like, we can help you. We could correct what we see, but it's like, I don't have to teach you. Like, I don't have to explain to you why you're benching this way or what
yeah,
the bench is for. And it's not no
yeah,
knock to anybody that's new, but like you can't just step into the lion's den sometimes. And that's at any gym, you know what I'm saying? Like you go in there and you see them big intimidating
yeah.
guys. I promise you two things is you don't want nothing that they're taking part in, and they're probably the nicest people in that gym.
Yeah. I mean, how many people have told me that big guy over there, he's mean. I was like, that guy. No. I was like, only if you make him mad at you. I was like, but then that kind of falls on you. Like I've heard people that be like, your whole crew, yeah, they just look mean. I was like, no. I was like, that guy's nonchalant. That those two are gonna be flexing in the mirror. I was like, that guy don't talk to
I don't even
nobody.
need to know what two you're talking about.
Yeah. I was like, I could break them all down. I'll be like, that one over there, he's gonna be on his own at one point. I was like, nah. I was like, just have a conversation. I was like, and there you go. And then later on they do, and they're like, oh, you were right. I was like, I told you. Like, I was like,
That's what it is. Like I say, like people are intimidated by what they see, and
yeah,
I get it that we're annoying as fuck sometimes, especially when we were grouped up today on a Tuesday. It was like we were 5 deep in there today, and we had like all the benches taken up, and it's like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You just try to be respectful, and if somebody wants to work in, it's like I'm not hogging it, but like
yeah,
I'm not gonna fucking help with your self esteem if you feel a certain way about us doing what we do, because we kind of earn the right to do what we do.
yeah. No, I agree. I think when you put the work in, like even me being so new to the gym still, like you've always told me, like you're gonna get more respected by putting the work in. And I've noticed, like in the morning crew, like now, like people that like I really never talk to, like a lot of these big dudes, hey, what's up, bro? Like, hey, good shit. I'm like, oh shit, and they're like, or like simple shit, like they're like, oh, I see you changed the bar out. Yeah, you know what's up, and this and that. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah,
It's
like
just so
typical.
ridiculous to me, to for any one person to think that they're super or like you're special in your in a way that can't be beat numerically. Meaning like
Yeah,
we could go in there tomorrow and I could do shit that nobody else can walking in that door, right?
yeah,
But then we'll go to another gym and I can't keep up with those fuckers. Meaning there's always somebody better than you. So like that's why I say if you just do your work, you'll get more respected for that because that's your personality is fucking oh he ain't lazy. He's a go-getter. You know what I'm saying? That's how
yeah,
our crew came together, opposed to be like, I'm gonna ego lift and say that I did this, but I really didn't.
yeah,
Because then you're just a lying fuckhead. So I don't know. Just do the work. You see more results from hard work than lifting heavy.
yeah. Yeah, I've seen people that like will lift heavy or try to lift heavy, and I'm like, you look the same. Like
Yes.
there's no work being done. It's like, oh, I lifted that, and I was like, yeah, I mean that's cool and all, but one rep isn't gonna amount to much compared to thousands of reps going forward. Like I think
We
it's
were
just
hitting sets of 30 on our burnouts today.
yeah,
And I was like, not to not make fun of people, but I was like, I've seen people who didn't do 30 sets in their whole chest workout, 30
yeah,
reps, and you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like the workload is it always it comes down to reading the room. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you can't. If you go into a gym, especially a commercial gym, you have just as much right to that fucking seat as the biggest, baddest motherfucker in there. That's just the way it is. And
yeah,
anybody who feels otherwise is an asshole, a selfish asshole. But my point is if you choose to go over there in the mix and put yourself in the mix, then like don't be hating on people because you feel a certain way about you, even
yeah,
if you don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? It's like bitch, like you seen me here being a jackass. Like, don't come over here and then realize that you're not even good enough to be a jackass. So chill the fuck out.
it's like a gym is big enough for you to not put yourself in that, and then we've had people where they come around, like not in our group, but other groups, and they come around and they want us to see what they're doing. And they get upset when we're not impressed with what they're doing. And it's difficult for like them to understand, I guess, because it's like, for instance, like your sumo deadlifting 200 305 is what the max I saw. And you want me to see that. First of all, you're sumoing, so I already did not care in any sense or form. Also, it's not impressive if I'm one of the newer ones in the group, I feel, and I can hit that. So for me personally, I was like, I'm not impressed with it. You wanted me to see it. I'm not impressed with it. I read the room and was like, cool, all right, whatever. And that was it. But then you get mad at me because I'm not impressed. So then the next day I deadlift and you're mad because I'm way past what you're doing. And it's like there's something internally wrong with you because it had nothing to do with me. You're trying to compete with me when I'm just competing with my damn self. Like at the end of the
Also,
day,
man, I'm gonna tell them a secret. Like, you should, as long as the person's not roided up to the gills, the bigger, stronger, better people at lifting weights actually don't mind helping people because it gives me a break. Like, I don't have to lift.
yeah,
It's like, oh shit, no, do my set because I gotta go help this guy right here, right? I'm
yeah,
saying, how many people have we seen that were flying solo that one of us just like, yo, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so ingratiating to people because like if they're not fucking with the energy, then we welcome whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like you
yeah,
said, when you come in and you want to compete with me and we're just having a jolly good time, then the mood changes. And when the mood changes, then it's just not fun anymore. But when you have the people who are in there and they know their place here, like, look, bro, like he's like, oh, I could Bubba. Like Bubba just be in there grinding, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
yeah,
nah, fucks with you, dog. Like, you don't care about lifting stupid heavy. You just want to keep getting better slowly and gradually every day, no matter what I tell him to do. He does it and he shows up, and he does it and he shows
yeah,
up. And now we made a fucking friend. You know what I mean? How many people
yeah.
did we meet like that?
Just it's been 1 month and we've probably gained a few of them just from helping them, giving them, talking to them, and it's like you said, like if you're inviting with the energy that we have, we're gonna be inviting double.
I feel guilty in a sense of saying we helped them or we did this.
Yeah,
It's like, nah, bro, like, because like I'm not like a fucking like muscle whisperer or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to sit here and pretend like I know everything. But I've been around a lot of bodybuilders and I've
yeah,
worked with them and I've lifted weights for a long time and I like to think that I'm pretty fucking strong. And it's just like you said, it's like a team atmosphere. You welcome them into what we have going, which is just like fun. It's just all fun because we
yeah,
really be bullshitting most of the time, and people vibe with that, and they don't cause no problems. The dude Jay, the one who does YouTube, also, he be in there fucking grinding before I get there, but he just always looked like he didn't want to be fucked with, right? But at a certain point, I'm like, that don't work for me, bro. Like, I'm gonna make you talk to me one way or another. And the next thing you know, like the dude's cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? And now we talk to
yeah,
him all the time. It's all it takes is a fucking. Sometimes you just got to be the bigger person and like, what's up, bro? Good shit.
yeah,
Like, fuck it. How hard is it to compliment somebody?
yeah. And I think like when it comes to like complimenting people, because I'll get some people sometimes and like there we've done it before with like girls. Like you'll see some girl like lift something heavy and it's like, hey, good shit. And it's like I'm not trying to holla at you. Like I'm just giving you the respect that I feel you deserve. Like that was some dope ass shit like that I just saw. Hey, like or you're working hard. Like I can admire you putting in work and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I told you, there's a girl in the morning. I see her, bro, every day, saying all the time, like goes there, puts in work, goes to the restroom, showers for like an hour, comes out ready for work and goes. It's like clockwork, just boom, boom, boom. And I was like, I can respect that shit because you're on a time frame, but there's no excuses. I was
Yeah,
like, you're here before I fucking get here, so I don't even know what damn time you get here.
bro. I'm so adamant about giving fucking credit where credit is due for work that I will rub it in people's face. To this day, Ken will not let me dodge the fact that I told him that girl can out leg press him. And I haven't seen her because I complimented her when she did it. She had 16 plates on leg press and she ripped that shit. And I was like, yo, that was dope. Right. And then he hit like 4 plates. And I was like, yo, like literally a girl just like doubled you on that. Not to say like, well, Ken's pretty fucking swole. So like, that's why I
Yeah,
said it. Right. And to this day, Ken is like, where's this chick at? Where's this chick at? I want to, and it's like, it, if a fucking compliment that I gave a chick can ruffle this like D1 athlete up like that, fuck, that's
yeah,
amazing because she felt great about it. Now he feels bad about it. He's gonna push even harder because he's
yeah.
a fucking athlete. You know what I mean?
Oh man, kid is funny. I remember that day you told me. It's
But
funny
also,
though
like
too.
I said, like especially for the chicks, you have to do it properly because it's your responsibility to be a gentleman no matter what.
Yeah,
Uh, when they're flying solo and they see us pack of dudes and we're rowdy as fuck or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, just to be like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you need help, get somebody. It don't matter who you choose. Like, get
Yeah.
somebody. And it just makes them feel more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because like I've seen chicks be like, "Yo, like you're Nick's homeboy. You will you spot me?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, I got you." You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's just what it is. Like I've talked to people that that I've seen in the mornings, and they're like, "Hey, can you help me with this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got you," and all that. And it's like, all right, it's cool. Like, I was like, if you need anything, I'll be around. They're like, all right, that's cool. And it's like, all right, so like our energy reciprocates with other people and everything to where they're like, oh, okay, they know so and so, so I can kind of trust them and stuff. I mean, same thing with
Yeah.
Ron. Even though Ron's nonchalant, don't want to talk to nobody, people still ask him stuff. Sorry, Ron.
I believe, like I said, your responsibility to be a gentleman is like they know how we are, especially like when you and I interact with them, or like Kevo would interact with them,
Yeah,
or like Congo. It's like you're a gentleman, and so like they feel comfortable, so they just assume that's how the whole group is. I mean, granted, there's one or two stray bullets in there, but like they
bang,
they know
bang,
not to ask them.
yeah, bang.
I don't give a
That's
fuck
what's
what no
up.
dude says. Like, even if a chick is being a bitch, just leave her alone. It's your,
Yeah,
like that's somebody's sister or whatever. Don't cause no trouble where there don't need to be none.
yeah. And it's like I've had a few times where I've been like, "Hey, you need help," and they're like, "No," and I'm like, "All right, hey,
It's
I
like
don't
the
know what."
next time I fucking help you, bitches, I'm pulling it off your face. That's about
Yeah,
it. Like I
I was like,
offered.
I saw you almost hurt yourself. I tried. It was none of this. Hey, girl, what's up? It was, hey, you need help with that because I know how. And hey, all right, that's fine. I respect. I moved away. Didn't ask for any ever again. It's
Oh, any dude that's new to the gym, you don't know. If a chick wants you to speak to her in any capacity about anything, you'll know it. There'll be, you'll fucking know it. Trust me.
divorce it in a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
Yes, you'll fucking know it. If she don't want to be spoke to, you'll know that too.
Yes,
Like that's your responsibility to learn how to read the room.
you when you get that feeling that somebody's staring at you, and then you turn your head and they're just, it's
Not
like,
only
oh,
that, bro, like you've been with me. You've seen the things that some like hey, some of them older, and the heavies and like they're aggressive in their approach. They're aggressive. They'll let you know.
yeah. There's a few in the morning that you're over there on bench and they're doing a random bent over exercise on the bench in front of you.
I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I totally respect that fact. If a chick come in there and she don't want to be fucked with, then I ain't fucking with you. I really
Yeah,
ain't. You and I and Wave God, we was in there the other day just to bullshitting. I was doing the interview for his school, and then fucking the chick walked by and she was like, I was like, damn, she looked good, right? I know she heard me. She have headphones on, but I didn't
yeah,
mean to like insult her or anything. But she didn't react to it, and I didn't either. When I was in the sauna by myself, she came in there and she sat like there. She had in her phone. She made it very clear to me she didn't want to be talked to. So guess what? I ain't fucking talk to you. This bitch sneezed like 5 times and to get not one blessing from me at all. Like,
yeah,
you don't want to be talked to? I respect that. There's plenty of days I don't want to be talked to. And especially when you look and dress like yours. Like, I get it.
yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. It's like I get it that some of them, go around and you can tell like they'll when you're doing something and they turn their head to you and look at you, it's like, oh, you want me to talk to you. But when you look at them and they, oh, you don't want me to talk to you, but and you're off my radar 100%. Like, unless you're dying, you need help with something, then I'll help you. But other than that, it's like, all right, I'm gonna respect your stuff. And I think that's just like you said, reading the room of it. It's like not just with girls like reading the room, but also with like people. Like, if you're about to do a heavy set of something, that is the worst time. I'm not gonna come up to you and ask you about stuff and all that stuff. Or if you're when you're mentally preparing to lift something heavy, I'm not gonna go and mess up your kind of flow and be like, "Hey, did you do this or did you see that?" And it's like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah. Think I
come on.
give a fuck about a cookie or fucking the Rockets or some drywall? Like I don't care. I'm supposed to squat 7 plates on each side of this thing, and my knee already hurts. Like leave me the fuck
Yeah.
alone.
And it's funny because like with like us as a group, we know like when somebody's gonna lift something heavy, it's kind of like I'm gonna stay away. But sometimes we don't notice it, and it's like, oh hey bro, but then it's like, oh shoot, they're about to do that, and it's like, no, I got you, and we'll talk. But then we know it's like a simple like, okay, we got that out the way. I'm gonna jolt off.
It's
Where
so
another
dope to me
people,
because like you could tell everybody knows everybody's timing.
yeah,
Like, or you know how I get when I'm on my heavy sets of incline bench. Like, I'm away from the bench, I'm pacing in my little spot, and I don't want to talk to nobody for like a minute, right? And I was thumbing through my music, doing my shit, get ready to hit my heavy set for the day, and I heard AV. AV was on the flat with Ken, and they were doing pyramid shit heavy. But I heard AV tell CJ, "Hey, stop talking. He's about to get on that bench and need a spot." And I was like he'd been with me so much in the gym, AV knew I was about to jump on, and he'd make sure that there was a spotter there. And I was like,
yeah,
"That's dope because you learn each other's like way of being."
yeah. And I think that's just like you said, working out with each other. Like I said, for like me with you, Ron, and Kevo now, like I know I learned a little bit of Ruben last time, so it's like, but it's like you said, it's reps. It's just going through
Yes,
reps with people, and it's like, oh, okay, I know how you are. Like, and the same thing, like you can learn how their body is. Like we know when Ron is feeling it, and his form is just straight, just
I like it more when you get the people who are kind of new to fucking with us, but they're like in. Like the day we worked out after the snow, the dude in the Texans top that was on the dumbbells,
oh yeah,
he didn't question nothing I said, right?
yeah,
He did everything I told him, and he said he'd been doing that ever since. The funny thing is, that dude is a hooper galore. That motherfucker get bucket on anybody. My point is he's an athlete like beyond what I am. I mean, he easily could have told me to fuck off, but he
yeah,
didn't because he knew what we were talking about. You know what I mean? And it just works. Like you said, that hard work it earns you a level of like respect, or your word means something.
yeah. And that's one thing it took me a while to realize. Like I guess because me, I know I'm new to it. So I'm not. I'm not one of those people. I'm gonna be like, hey, you should do it this way because it's like I don't know what you're working out, what your goals are, none of that stuff. But it's also like if you look at me like you want help, I'll help you. But then if you ask me for help, it's also like, damn dog, like you look like, and this is a compliment. It's like, dude, you look way better than I do. You look like you've put in so much more work. So it still hits me like, what the fuck? Like you're asking me for help. But then I realize also is like I've been blessed to be able to have all of y'all as gym bros and learn and pick y'all's brain and oh,
Well, I
how
was
do
gonna
I
say
do this?
like if I could offer one piece of advice to anybody who wants to be a good gym bro or a good sister, it's like there's a small group of y'all where I genuinely give a fuck about your goals. Meaning like I'm gonna be honest, like I don't give a fuck if y'all reach your goal, but like I know what it is, and if you deviate from where I think you should be to get there, I'm gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll call you on your bullshit. My point is like I can be the same for anybody on any day because my ultimate goal is not to help you reach your goal. It's to help you be the best you can be today. I don't care about tomorrow. Right now, I'm going to make you leave here feeling good. I told y'all a million times, I said, people will fucking forget 99% of what you tell them. They will remember 100% of how you make you feel. If I fucking make you feel today like you can, tomorrow you're going to feel it on your own. That's what being a good gym bro is.
Yeah,
There's been times where you're in there like, oh fuck, this is real heavy. We'll go down like 5 pounds on each side, and you're just. It's like, see, bro, like, what's the
yeah,
difference? Like, you know what I'm saying? Not you felt like
yeah,
like this is shit is stupid heavy. We go down 5 pounds, and you're a fucking monster. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
The whole workout changed, the mood changed. So like, that's what being a gym bro is to me.
yeah. And it's like it's I mean to me also it's like I know like you said some of us deviate from our goals and all that
Yes.
stuff but like helping each other out in that moment and it's like it always sticks with me like what Ken said he's like we don't get to have multiple bad days in a row like we don't get to have just
I try to negotiate that today. I
yeah
was like, bro, like, can I get two fucking bad days a month? And the AV was like, fuck you, dog. And I was like, bro, I'm the oldest one. I should get like two. And he was like, hell no, you don't get two. He's like, you're the pace setter. You don't even get one. I was like, fuck. Sucks.
exactly. That's the title of the big dog. You have the
I
Ulafala.
embrace it. I
Okay,
embrace it,
now
but it's not just us because I've seen people be like, bro, I just want to be in this area. Like
yeah.
I'm feeding off energy, so it's like if I get y'all going, y'all get everybody else going. It's like a pyramid.
And I think that's what I like too, because it's like in the morning right now, it's like me and Kevo. It's like okay, we're usually in the same area, so that area is. It's funny because you know me, I move my head back and forth, and I'll look at the area that we're in. Everybody's just like it looking like a choir in a black church and everything. Just and then you see the other side, and they're all. And I was like, oh, y'all, you feeling it? Okay, cool. And then the baton gets passed, and then it's like with you
See, it's
and everybody
weird.
else, it's like
I fuck it up weird because like AV and Ken do their thing. Like that's a team right there,
yeah,
right? So then like on Mondays, it's usually just me on legs, and that's a movie in itself.
yeah,
But then I feel bad for everybody on Tuesdays because y'all all leave, right? And it's just me and King Congo, and it's like, now we're competing. Like we verbally let it be known we're competing with one another, right? Because we're better that way.
yeah.
And then everybody else is looking at us like fucking asshole. I feel like we're playing Halo, me and Congo, like where everybody just move for y'all get fucking hurt.
It's funny. Yeah, it's
Again, it reverts back to that self confidence bullshit on your own, bro. How many times like not to put him out there, but like our barber be like, oh, my homeboy's like, fuck that, I'm not lifting that or whatever. And it's like, if you feel you're a certain way about yourself because like fucking you see us doing this and you're doing like a fifth of it, that's not on me. I won't feel guilty for that.
nah. That's why I tell people all the time, like even people that like we've been talking to recently, I'm like, bro, do your weight, dog. I was
Yes.
like, because there's weight that I'll see like you Congo push, and then I'm not. There's not a part of me that's like, damn, I wish I could do that. I was like, oh, it's my turn. This is gonna suck ass. Like, let's go. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like I'm competing truly with myself here, and it's like because if I compete with you in a sense of
No,
it,
you don't have to compete with me because you inherently have it in your brain that you know I mean it when I say do the best you can.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And we know what your best is, so now you can't bullshit us. That's what I'm saying. Like I know what your best is. I've literally been in that bitch with you for 5 hours and seen you almost pass out, but you gangstered that shit out. So you can't give me less than that. Like,
yeah.
straight up. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I
Like
said
if you see a man take himself to that limit and almost die, you have to respect him for it. I didn't say you almost died, but it's like he had nothing left.
yeah,
Like I know why you didn't have nothing left because I felt it too. But I was gonna see who if you would break or not. You know what I'm saying? Like the day
yeah.
me and fucker Ron did all that heavy bench and heavy deadlifts. Like we looked at each other and were like, like that was fucking stupid, but like love it, brother.
Yeah.
Respect. Like, I don't know too many other people that would have did that with me.
It's like it's cool though because you'll hear people in the group and like you coming tomorrow like yeah, I'll be here and it's just like oh, okay like that's when it's like nah dog like we gonna do this and everything and I was like okay this is there's still groups of us like that's why I always tell people like man like even today like I was the first one there. Kevo had a dentist appointment. Ron showed up late because it was late day of course. So when they got there, they're like, "Oh, you're feeling it." I was like, "Bro, somebody has to keep the energy till y'all get here." And then a few other people started showing up, and it was just talking to reps. And so like homeboy that be making the all the 3D stuff for us, he was like, "I get it now, bro." Like he goes, "Work out and then talk." I was like, "Yeah, we'll migrate somewhere around here and talk." I was like, "Y'all are all doing legs. I'm over here doing pec deck." I goes, "I'll walk over here and meet y'all over here, and then we'll all go do our set again. Then walk back and do it again."
And then
Yeah.
we'll come back. Y'all left. That's what me and Ron were doing. I was doing a set. Ron would go do his thing. Ron would go. I'll do a set. Ron would go do his thing. We'd come back. We'll talk. And the conversation would be so stupid. It's like, what were we talking about? The price of Netflix. That's what me and Ron talked about. The price of Netflix. And the next week we could binge season 2 of Wednesday. That's what the fuck we talk about at 7:30 in the morning, right before you hit a fucking 225 incline.
It's all good. Ron,
I'll
and
let
Bobby were talking about difference of vegetables at 6:30 in the morning, and how greens. And then I told Ron that he's a child and would eat the chicken nuggets with vegetables, and he started bringing up the different chicken nuggets with vegetables in them, and how their macros are friendly. So I get you. And then we all agreed that you'd be the one to probably eat them because you're the child of the group. I was like, Zach's either gonna eat that or he's gonna eat raviolis for his vegetables. And he was like, "You mean tomatoes?" And
no, raviolis. It says it on the can, bro. It's a full serving
I told him. He said no. He said, "Nah, I don't know about that." So I don't know, Ron.
The point is if you go into the gym with like a good attitude,
Yeah,
right, you will in time find your natural spot. It's like nature. It's the circle of gym life. Like you'll find your role in your home gym if you just chill the fuck out and not try to be fucking the strongest or the prettiest or the whatever. Just shut the fuck up because you get humbled real quick.
Yo, and that's what I think too, is just making it inviting for people, but also knowing your place of the room and all that stuff. Like there's even people that you talk to, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go insert myself over there and be like, what are y'all talking about? Like it's like, no, that's his homeboy or that's his friend or like that's his homegirl. Like me and him are cool, but
and plus, I talk to everybody, so it's like bullshit anyway.
Half the time, I'm like, that's his problem. I'm gonna go do this shit over here.
Yeah, I had to yell at somebody about that earlier. It's like, don't bring that motherfucker over here if you know I don't like him. He was like, well, I mean, I was like, I don't like you. So, like, if I told you I'm coming over here, that means you shouldn't come over here, much as not bring that motherfucker with you. Now I'm really upset.
I was having a good workout until now.
I didn't even start yet, bro. I was so fucking mad at the beginning of that. I'm gonna assume you know who I'm talking about. Like I literally wanted to stop and go smoke a cigarette.
Oh man, I already do. I already knew the minute I don't even gotta say a name because I know you know. Oh man. All right. Any last minute words for the gym people there?
Yeah, don't be afraid of nothing.
Anybody at the gym that sees this, if you see one of us, you are welcome to come and talk to us. Come say hi to us. Let us know what you think.
We'll talk to Ron.
Ron is the best person to talk to for gym advice. For sure.
Yes. Bro, when people don't understand my way of teaching or talking, I immediately pawn them off on Ron. I was like, look, this motherfucker is about to hit you with every statistic, number, science-based fact that he knows. So if you don't understand it, this is better than Googling the shit because he's going to tell you what Google says. So like if you don't understand it from Ron, then you just need to go find something else to do.
Ron.
And if you require patience, if you're a piece of shit and you require patience, then I send you to Nick. Like, Nick,
I realized
help him out, bro.
A little bit. Zach told me to come to you, and I was like, what the
fuck? You told me you had patience,
but bro. Also it's like they need to they need to watch this video first and learn how to read the room and not ask me when I'm hack squatting and breathing heavy. Hey, Zach told me to talk to you, and I'm like looking right at him in their eyes, like motherfucker.
Told you, bro. It's just part of hanging with the cool kids.
Nah, it's all good. If y'all got questions, then y'all can come up. Like I said, Ron, then me, Zach. I know Zach. If you got to catch.
I'm gonna be even more frank with you, bro, or anybody that we cross paths with on a regular basis. If I want you to talk to me, I swear to you, I'm going to talk to you first.
Yeah, 100%. He'll make it sure that you get a, hey, what's up? How's your day? Or something like that. If he doesn't want you to, you'll know.
I hug more old people and shake more old dude hands and hug old ladies in the morning than you can imagine. So like I'm friendly as fuck. If I want to talk to you, I'll find you. Or I'll break the ice. I ain't scared. What are you gonna tell me? No? It's like 30 seconds ago I fucking know you anyway. Tell me no. We'll go back to not knowing each other. What the fucking do?
All right, so everybody, y'all go say hi to Zach when y'all see him after the video. Give him a hug. Grab him on his back.
Oh, come on.
Oh man. Y'all made it to this point, like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let us know what topics, what stories you want to hear about the gym life. We'll be having a lot more gym content coming up. You can check this out on our podcast form also if you just want to listen to us. Other than that, all love. Socials are at the bottom. Check out our Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. We out.